Alrighty, welcome back everybody to some more Metal Gear. It's been it's been a bit of more of a wait for me just because of the fact that it ended on a to be continued. So I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen next?
Are you okay? So the vocal cord parasites that have infected Mother Base, they're ethnic cleansers designed to silence those who don't fit into Skullface's worldview. We can't allow him to have such power. Go over the mission details and get going ASAP.
Just realized that it was going through again because again I keep using the Streamlabs to be able to actually listen to my games whenever I play and want to listen to YouTube as well. Because again, Xbox got rid of the snap feature and I will forever be salty about that. Yes, I'm very excited to see what is going to be happening now. I also am going to need to check to see if anybody's still in this. That needs to be swapped out, or rather, brought to quarantine. I am actually very curious, like, if in other playthroughs it's a different language, that would actually be really freaking cool of a detail. Obviously with English being the exempt one. I think that'd be a really cool detail. But then again, it probably wouldn't be the case because there's so many people like Huey, Ocelot, and Kaz that, you know, speak multiple languages, so those ones would have to be exempt as well. Okay, yeah, I did hit record. I just wanted to double check on that. That's why it took me a minute to get the Friday music going, was because I was like, oh, did I hit record? And then I completely forgot that I hit record anyway. So you know what? Joke's on me, I guess. I know this is always a very fun starting point to get to on these, but you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry for later problems to possibly occur. I don't know why I have to always yawn. I did just wake up pretty recently, so. Oh, jeez, Oslo, you know so many freaking languages. Yeah, no, it would have to just be like the one. Never mind. Ocelot knows too much. And it looks like we're gonna be good. Ah, spoilers. Well, that's what you get for coming here. Expect them spoils. Okay, yeah, we're good. What about the brig? I mean, obviously I can't move them over. Yeah, they definitely got some people here. Okay, real quick, I gotta check on, my boy. There he is, he's safe. Okay, cool.
Please select.
Oh wait, hold on. Can I do any combat deployments? Probably still not.
Please select.
Yeah, no.
Mission. Please select a mission.
Boss, you okay? There's an unusual mist in front of your chopper. It could be the same one as before. Cypher is trying to eliminate Code Talker, but we can't save the infected without him. Boss, whatever you do, bring Code Talker back alive.
Caution, rain approaching.
Okay, cool. So literally this whole mission is just gonna be this. Great. Awesome. Well... would this be too much? Realistically, it's probably not a smart idea. I'll just bring the sniper. Although that's not a lot of ammo. Eh. I have the capture cage. Yeah, didn't realize that. Alright. Commence mission.
Deploying.
This is gonna be great. I'm gonna have so much fun doing this. Oh, whoops. There we go.
Out ahead! It's them.
Oh no, Pequod!
Can you hear me? Are you okay?
Rust?
It looks like you're surrounded by mist. The support chopper can't get close to your position right now.
Hurry! They are coming.
Oh, great. They unlock the power Harden. Cool.
We are their quarry.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. You won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls.
Hello? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a rough one, isn't it? Okay, that explodes. What the heck?
Code Talker is dead. Now there's no hope of saving the infected.
Okay. There was nothing I was gonna be able to do there.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. You won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. You cannot lose Code Talker.
This is gonna be a rough day. Okay, okay. They won't stop fire. What? Okay, now they have guns. Cool. They didn't have guns last time. What the heck is going on? What roguelike nonsense is this?
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. You won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Oh, they equip the guns when I equip the gun. Okay. Oh, nope, never mind. There goes that theory.
Boss, get away from Code Talker. You don't want him catching a bullet. Draw the skulls away toward you.
Ow! Man, how am I getting better at this timing that I was in Resident Evil 6? Ow. Oh jeez, he threw a freaking rock at me. Okay, so that's what I have to do. I have to do the reflex thing to get their shield down. Gotcha. Wouldn't really say I mastered it. I just have really good random timing. Oh, he's still got a shield. Okay, never mind. Does he? Oh, he's gonna throw more rocks. Cool. My favorite. Oh, dang it. I was like, what the heck is he doing with that rock? I'm Call of Duty dolphin diving. Okay, this is gonna be a long day, isn't it? Right, bolt action. I didn't get that timing. Okay, that one's definitely... Alright. Okay. Oh no, get up. Okay. Oh jeez, rocks. Okay, that wasn't fair, game. That timing. I was like, ah, let me run away. And then I got stuck under the wing. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on! I literally can't. I'm going to die. Yeah. I literally couldn't move! I have to do that whole fight again.
Talk to me! Snake!
I really should have put the regular pistol on.
So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
I'm gonna die again already. Yep.
Snake! Talk to me! Snake!
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
What, are they still going for him? Okay, so I have to kill these guys first, and then I can run away. Oh no, the rock's coming! Where the heck did you come from? Oh my word. I'm out of, I don't even have anything to drink. I'm losing my mind.
Boss!
This is literally all the stream's going to be, is just this one fight.
So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Okay, if you guys can stop using gun. What the heck? What the heck? Why is it like they're all using guns now, except for one dude with a sword? I'm literally never gonna end this, am I?
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Okay. Oh my word! I hate this mission. This is actually the worst mission in the game.
Code Talker is dead. Now there's no hope of saving the infected.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Oh my word. How did I do this so well earlier? And now I can't even freaking do anything.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Oh my word, well, Code Talker's about to die again. No, don't run that way, you idiot! Literally holding left is like, time to go right! Oh my word, well, he's going to die because, again, they're just throwing rocks at me and I can't do anything! Oh my word, just freaking taking out the guns. Come on, hit me with your sword, you fools! Alright, we're getting back to it. We got back to it. Alright, let's go. Okay, that one didn't even give me a prompt. Okay, that one did give me a prompt. I was just too slow. Oh, great, now he's got a gun. Cool. Freaking sweet. Love it. Okay, that gets to hit me while I'm in this. Okay, cool to know that there's no invincibility frames. Okay. Okay.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
I really should have brought the rocket launcher.
So that Misty is their work.
That's not.
For now. You need to eliminate the skulls. You cannot lose Code Talker.
And now they're gonna pull the guns out again, and I'm gonna have to keep running because of the fact that they're gonna keep shooting me, and this is just gonna be a whole freaking day's worth of actions that I'm gonna need to do. How's that? Okay. Okay. That's not even freaking fair game. How does that get to hit me but I can't melee him back? Oh great, he's got a shield back. Cool. Awesome. Word. Okay, that was just pure luck. Oh, this is way too in the open. More and do not you even think of dare telling me that there are more enemies I'm gonna have to fight. I already have like 4 of these big dudes. I can't handle anything else. Like, for real, like, the fact that I have to fight 4 of these guys at once is actually the worst thing ever. Okay, I don't understand how that did not do that, but okay. I'm gonna need a nice long shower after this. Holy cow. Alright, I guess you're just chilling there. I'll take that. I hit that! Come on! Oh great, he's hardening up again. Oh, jeez, I didn't realize there was one right next to me. Oh. Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a problem. now just the one. Oh, come on. That's not freaking cool, dude. Thank you, Quiet. Finally. Ow.
I'm coming in on another chopper. Get Code Talker to the LZ and wait there.
Holy cow. That was almost 40 whole minutes of me just doing this fight. I'm really happy I did have Quiet with me because otherwise this would never have been possibly done, probably. Can I extract these? There's like so many freaking here. I want to extract all of this. Alright, if this is gonna... Okay, I can extract these. Alright! Resource payload, baby!
Arriving shortly at LZ. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
I know there's some over here. I'm gonna grab these as well. And then I'll exfiltrate. It's a good thing I didn't have the opportunity to get these before because these have saved my life a little bit. Alright, Mr. Talker, time to get out of here so we can have a chat.
Get in, boss.
Achievement. Immortal.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. I guess it all worked out in the end.
I got a fox and a C. Oh, okay. Apparently that was a bonus challenge. To not be grabbed by them. Well, that certainly could have gone better. But, I mean, hey, it got done, so I guess in the end, yeah, that's all that matters. Now I could just figure out why my mic acts like the way it does.
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite. To prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. Load it onto all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. A fail-safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research. The Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're gonna need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Yeah, that is happening. I don't care how good it is, I'm probably never going to use it anyway. If it wasn't for everybody telling me, hey, wear the sneaking suit, I probably would still be in the default suit.
We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain.
I knew it!
Meaning, a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia, introduced to a sample of the parasite. The parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
We did it. We saved a lot of people. Oh. Back to Huey.
Again with the truth serum?
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight, and on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me. KB-0. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot. No! No! Wait!
Big yikes.
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
A double to be continued? Oh man. We must be getting in the final stretch of the base game stuff.
Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again. If you don't mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round with him.
Mission list updated. Development project has been added.
Okay. Man, I'm a big loser. Actually, okay, let's see what we've got so far. Loser, loser, winner, loser, loser, so that's 4 right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 to 10. I guess it's not bad odds. I don't quite understand what all this is even going to be for, but whatever. Because again, I'm not going to be doing any of this, probably. I guess, yeah, I don't have to worry about these guys anymore. How many people did I lose to the zone? I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm really curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So 56. It's a good amount of people. Oh, not resources. I keep doing that.
Please specify a project.
And I'm guessing that Eli thing is a side op.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Weather will clear shortly. Unit dispatched.
It's surveillance, decoys, shotgun, machine gun, body armor, yeah, definitely.
Unit dispatched.
Shields, riot suits. Oh, can I get anybody for that? Ugh. I mean, it is gold, so that makes me think that this is going to be actually kind of story relevant, so let's go and do this.
Please select a landing zone.
We'll do this real quick. You know, it's not like we're on the clock or anything, right? Get a nice view of the ocean. Meanwhile, it's like, what time is it even? Looks like it's late. You can't even see the time. Oh, no, there it is. I thought it was at the top for some reason. It's about to be 7. Are you just about done yet, kid? Dude, I deal with flashbangs whenever I play the finals. You have nothing against me. Oh, whoops. That was weird.
That Brad finally accepted that he lost. Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of GMP. Yeah, no, for real, like, he thought he could beat me with the flashbang game, but he does not realize how much I have played the finals and how I'm basically trying to adjust to the fact that I can't see. Compared to the finals, his flashbangs are nothing. I should upgrade the crank gun. Crank pistol. I wonder, is there an upgrade that allows me to have more... Oh, excuse me. More suppressors?
Please specify a project.
Oh, I can extract children with this upgrade. That would have been helpful earlier. Why does it have all of these here if I'm never even going to have that as an option? Well, I mean, I guess I will have it as an option, just not in this section. But hey, I got to beat up another child, so you know. Oh wait, hold on, let me look at the camera. Keep doing that.
Please specify a project.
Oh, there's the water gun. Dude, I have to have my R&D go up to level 34 to get an upgraded water gun. That's amazingly stupid. How much GMP do I have? Yeah, I've got enough. Oh, I could've just looked there. I'm an idiot. What do I need for this? I need a slightly higher R&D and a definitely higher medical. Okay. There's the stun shotgun.
Please select a mission.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this. Boss, Emmerich confessed. Skullface's endgame is to activate the bipedal walking tank Sahelanthropus and deploy it into live combat in Afghanistan. That's why he moved into the Soviet research facility they call OKB-0. If his plan comes to fruition, there'll be no stopping the ripple effect worldwide. Find a way to make contact with Skullface before that happens. Then learn what you can from him, and put a stop to his plan. We'll have our fun with him later. This is it, boss. Diamond Dogs is strong enough now to face him head to head. It won't be like 9 years ago. Make your way to OKB-0.
Alright. Oh, I can't even give her a or wait, hold on. What if I unequip it? Okay, nope. I guess I just can't give that to her. I just heard something. That was weird. All right, here we go. Any day now. Ooh. There it is. Episode 30, Skullface.
That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes, too.
Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus. Find out what his plans are.
Dude, we've got the whole freaking squad right now. Well, I mean, I don't know if Ocelot's here. I didn't see him. I just saw Huey, Eli, and Kaz.
All we know is that Skullface's plans are on the verge of fruition. We need to stop him while we still can.
Yeah, you gotta do it when it's like the super cool way.
Soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, to think they just exterminate the men who work for them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play.
Oh. Got a little stuck there. Where even are we on the map, actually? Oh, far north. Dead center far north, too. I was gonna say, why couldn't I extract that one? Alright, got some supplies. You know what? That's at least a good sign. Can't take that.
Eli snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later. Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally.
Boss, I'll be focused on coordinating backup here in Mother Base.
XOF has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
Why? Why are we like this? Can I? I literally was looking right in because of the way that this game's supposed to be all like authentic. It was like, instead of just doing, whoop, it was like, whoa. The sad thing is it's just not suppressed. It's gonna be a bit of a problem.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah, this is gonna be I highly doubt I'm going to be able to get really any of the cassette tape stuff done.
Quiet is still in her cell. Only a few staff are authorized to go near her. She hasn't tried anything funny, but that's what bothers me most.
In particular?
What does she have to gain by coming to Mother Base? I first thought she was under orders from Cypher to take you out.
Boss, get down.
In Afghanistan,
The enemy's sniper.
What happens here?
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
And, well, she hasn't killed you yet. And I hate to say it, but she's had plenty of chances.
You made me the bait.
Poisonous bait. What better? Anyway, she didn't bite. Quiet is keeping her silence. So I'm left with no idea again what she's doing here. We tried communicating with her through writing. That didn't work either. Whether she's illiterate, dyslexic, or just plain stubborn, she won't cooperate. I just don't get it. If she tried to contact the outside, it'd be picked up by our counterintelligence net. But it's clean. There's no sign she's had contact with the staff, the base facilities, nothing. She's almost got the men wanting her to try something, just to find out what she's up to. And she's in there putting on the failed soldier look, all downcast eyes and defeated sighs. But she doesn't kill herself. She can't be trying to leave Cypher and surrender to us.
So what's the verdict?
This may sound optimistic, but here's how I see it. Quiet came here to fulfill some objective. To kill you, maybe to destroy Diamond Dogs. Whatever it was, before she could do it, something changed her mind. Yes. When I look at her, I sense hesitation.
You think she'd betray Cypher?
Can't say for sure. I prefer the ones that talk. Anyway, we'll keep her under watch. And we're also looking into those special abilities of hers. You'll be the first to know if something comes up. Why not look in on her yourself once in a while?
Right.
I can't take the front way, that's obvious. Maybe I can sneak in the left side? That guard right there at the gun emplacement's actually really good spot. No, it doesn't even look like he moves. I guess because I'm still doing this, I can put on another cassette tape.
Boss, Quiet still hasn't made any moves. It's got me thinking.
What?
If you took her on a mission, she might break her silence.
I think I've listened to these already, but it's been a bit, so we'll listen to them again.
Everyone you pick up works for themselves, right? But her, I say work with her, see what happens. I wouldn't ask this of anyone but you. On missions, I'll make sure we have someone observing from a distance, and she won't be allowed access to all of the base. As for Miller, well, sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. The best part is, hiding is her specialty. If no one sees her leave the base, the staff will be none the wiser.
And if she gets away?
If that happens, you'll have to take care of her. But I have faith in you, boss. I think Quiet sees something in you.
It's a big risk.
But it's for the good of all of us. And besides, you can't deny her talent. Her unique skills and abilities would give you a hell of an edge out there.
I'll think it over.
Clouds approaching.
How long are we gonna keep that woman here?
You mean Quiet?
My personal feelings aside, she's putting everybody on edge. You should hear the stories. I got sick from just standing guard at her cell. I won't stand on the same platform as that witch. She hit me for no reason.
What is this, a private army or a kindergarten?
The thing is, they're all serious. They're faced with something they don't understand, and a kind of mass hysteria has broken out. I've gotten wind of countless plots to take her out.
There are no grounds for this suspicion whatsoever. Put yourself in her shoes, assuming they see her as a prisoner here. No, even more so, if they do, she deserves to be treated humanely. I always thought our men were a bit more noble-minded, but... Look, I understand this is a stressful line of work, but to make her the scapegoat...
You've got it wrong. Quiet? She's with Cypher. We have men that lost their buddies to her organization.
You could say that about more than just her. Plenty of the men used to fight for another side, but they've all put that aside to work for the boss.
Cypher is different. And if you ask me, the boss is the biggest problem. Why is he protecting her? Some of the guys are starting to suspect him of... I don't agree with keeping her here either.
So what's your move? Throw her out? Kill her? She's our ticket to Cypher, and her physical abilities are outstanding. We could use someone like her.
Don't make me sick.
Her marksmanship, speed, stealth capabilities for a start. Then, there are the other things we've learned. Quiet appears to be able to use both eyes as master eyes simultaneously. That lets her track targets at different focal lengths at once. While looking through the scope with one eye, she can look for new targets with the other. That's why she doesn't need a spotter. She can operate alone, no matter the circumstances.
See, I told you she's a freak. No one would be able to control her.
No, there's one person who could.
Hey, you trying to get the boss killed?
Well, why don't we talk to him? See if he's willing to take her along.
I don't like this.
It's his decision to make. The two of them might even make a good team.
Extraction.
Good work. 2 more gates to go.
Oh, great.
Still all quiet at the silo. No sign of Skullface or his Goliath.
Surely they can't already have... No, never mind.
This is gonna be a long one, isn't it?
Where is she? You mean Quiet? In her cell, of course.
Why did you send her out with the boss on that mission?
She proved herself well enough, didn't she? The boss sure knows talent when he sees it.
That woman will never be one of us. She's targeting him.
Don't forget, we do owe her one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Complete.
Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that? We're talking about a fighter jet traveling at Mach speed.
What's your point?
If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you want to catch her in the act, all we can do is sit back and wait. On the other hand, if she swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits,
Analysis complete.
he couldn't ask for a better partner.
She's got you fooled.
I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
A lot of marking going on right now. Just hearing the helmet go.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke? Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher Strike Force XOF showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit.
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you've thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose?
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it. I lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you did everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back.
You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up.
Yeah, all the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean.
You know the hardest man to break. The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth.
You gotta extract him.
And not through personal choice.
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that Mother Base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunch.
Oh, I know. I was thinking I had thermal goggles. Whoops.
My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright, bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room.
All right, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in. Something's wrong. But it has to be here.
I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help.
Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself?
Well, that's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright. Without or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us.
How long are we gonna press him?
If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk, and each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity. A hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will. Like Emmerich says, it's just a machine.
Well, I want to keep going with the cassette tapes, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle right now. Big yikes. Oh, don't come here, don't come here, don't come here, don't come here. You know what, actually come here. Hope he doesn't tell him that I was in a box.
Boss, I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also did amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's
like I was doing a backward step.
Purity uranium ore dried up a long time ago, but you could probably still find it there in small quantities. That said, there are plenty of other uranium mines that are in operation, like in Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Why go to an abandoned mine to scrape up whatever's left and ship it out in mass quantities without refining it? They were transporting that yellow cake too, which would suggest they have the technology to refine uranium. Anyway, that about sums it up. Unfortunately, the analysis of that yellow cake is taking a little longer. I'll let you know when it's done. Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals, as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it's clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkalobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining two sources of uranium, transporting them together in different states.
Okay. I hope I had at least checkpoints along the walls. If I don't have at least a checkpoint on the second gate, I'm going to be a bit upset.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point.
Alright, so good to know. Left side is pretty garbo. It has some supplies, like some minerals, I think, but it is not worth taking that left side if that ladder is literally going to bring me up to that dude.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about XOF has occupied the facility. Most of it Skullface must be close, with the rest being impurities, various metals, as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we check them against the impurities... Alright, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters. Something's wrong! But it has to be here! Another thing. We detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now That is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, Yellowcake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass-produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel-type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by.
I just have one shot left in the trank gun. This is bad if they see me. Or they come here.
The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, ZRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear?
Alright, whatever.
Information.
Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkolobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years. So someone reopened it.
Right. Zero-risk security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his tastes somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would Zero-risk security do this kind of thing?
Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? Maybe getting trace amounts of uranium, yet to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite. Meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move.
But how would they enrich it at its destination?
Did the Yellowcake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it?
Having trouble believing it?
No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about.
And this was to test it out?
It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
Oh, okay, yep. I am not doing the left side. I am not doing left side. Left side is garbage.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Left side is absolutely horrible to try to get through.
Make contact with Skullface. Head for the silo at the facility's northernmost point. Alright, you're through the second gate. Only one gate left. From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters. Something's wrong. But it has to be here.
He's just literally yelling at him from across the way.
Ever since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over. What do you mean? Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing you. Talking about you wherever they went helped to
What the heck am I supposed to do
your
here?
actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on. Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth...
Why are there so many of you there?
Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning. So it goes. A warning? Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that.
I never said any of that.
The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss.
Oh god, this guy's of course coming
God,
back.
the PS are the reason they're so widespread. They're the reason they've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did. And stand up to Cypher.
Of all the stupid things you could do.
They'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood. It takes a man of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down, they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. These days, it's becoming a little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Oh, it's him over there. That was
Currently,
seeing
there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote, and Zero Risk Security. HEC's investigations have shown
what are the
there's
chances
no
this guy won't
overlap
see
between their
this?
areas of operation. It's not so much a turf war, more like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still, don't expect to walk in the park.
What am I supposed to do?
The CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action, and we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA is a company of soldiers made up mainly...
I don't understand how I was able to get through that. That was the dumbest thing.
Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA. But if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience. And unlike their days shooting junkyard rifles out of beat-up pickup trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that, they've been combat trained by the South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off. Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Munene River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola, fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border. They depend on militias and PFs, as do the rebels. Government forces, guerrillas, militants, groups of all shapes and sizes hawk whatever resources they can to hire PFs. Conflict brings PFs. PFs expand the war zone, and more conflicts erupt in chain reaction. Sounds like our kind of work. Mother Base could grow by leaps and bounds.
I don't know if anybody's even gonna come in here. Nobody has so far. Oh, there's not a back exit. Of course there isn't. What is this place?
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa.
When did that start?
No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here.
They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning.
The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now.
XOF has occupied the facility.
Much too fast.
Skullface must be close.
Walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread.
Like what?
It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit. For anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
A nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
Okay, so right side seems to be a lot more manageable. Just gonna do this real quick. Otherwise it's gonna annoy me.
Sheep. Zero-risk security aren't as hardcore a military
Oop, wrong one.
compared to the other two PFs in this region. The company sends operators to conflict regions around the world, not just Africa. They have decades of combined experience. They're also based out of South Africa. Their headquarters is in Johannesburg. A lot of their work involves corporate security for South African companies, but a good number of their operators are retired South African military. So don't mistake them for a bunch of security guards.
Analysis complete.
There's gotta be a path or something I can take around here. Didn't even realize that there was a camera right there. I lucked out on that.
Rogue Coyote operates mainly out of Africa these days. Of the three PFs, they're the smallest. However, they scooped up most of the Rhodesian SAS after the country collapsed 4 years ago. Picture their entire organization as one big special forces unit. With Rhodesia a British colony, the Rhodesian SAS had its origins in 22 SAS Sea Squadron. They started out as a group known as the Southern Rhodesia Volunteers. But in 51 they were incorporated into 22 SAS as members of the British Commonwealth and deployed to fight guerrillas in the Malayan emergency. Even now, 22 SAS keeps the Sea Squadron designation empty in recognition of their service. In a way, you could say the SAS almost makes up the core of Rogue Coyote. Later on, they were bolstered by other talent, including former Celis Scouts and 32 Battalion. These guys are direct descendants of the best special forces in the world. They won't go down without a fight. Don't get careless. Kungengaman. Civil war's been going on in that region for the last 20 years. It's being fought by what are now two ethnic groups, the Buta and the Mbele. Originally, you could barely tell them apart, but the reason for the current armed conflict goes back to World War I. After the war, their land was colonized by a European power, and it decided to give local control to the Buta. That split the two groups into rulers and subjects, laying the foundations for an inevitable civil war. The friction between them remained even after they won independence from Europe. The Buta are holding on to power to this day,
cool game.
and the Mbele rebels continue to fight back. The conflict is funded by local
Love this. I love this right now.
diamonds. They've used the money from those to arm themselves, buy oil, and even hire PFs. The Buta administration owns the mining rights to Kungenga mine. But most of the laborers are Mbele, who they've taken prisoner. The product they've gouged out of their land is bought up by cheap Western corporations. And the civil war is fueled by the profits. That's how it goes. One country's people is split apart by another country. Then the two groups tear up their own land for money in order to fight each other. Now this civil war started by a foreign power is the North, and it's sucking up all the country's resources. PFs are just the same. They follow the money, taking war with them wherever they go. That goes for us too. It's an endless river of bloody retaliation, and we're standing downstream. Should we make a stand and staunch the flow? Or wade in amongst the corpses and make a bigger splash than the rest? We'll follow your lead, boss.
Dude, like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I'm already about to hit 2 hours, and I don't even feel like I've actually started this mission. Oh my word. She's got great freaking here. Why wouldn't there be, right?
Analysis complete.
Doc is right. I have horrible timing when it comes to corners. Snake, why do you stand up? I literally hold A. That is the thing that you do to so that you can... Like, I don't understand why Snake does the things he does. When I'm literally doing the thing that the game tells me to do his thing. And it's like, no.
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to their beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that. And Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside in London, a press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden, a 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan, and then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts?
He's coming too. Roger that. TV tunes. Yes. And from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological comment points. Get us anywhere.
Oh my word.
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every...
I almost made it. I almost freaking made it.
Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese. There's nothing if not...
Okay, that was a death.
Boss, come in.
That was... That timing. That absolute horrible timing.
Make contact with Skullface.
Oh my god, I have to do all of this again! This is actually a freaking nightmare. Oh my wo- Who?
Skullface must be close.
Oh my god, this game.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, it does not look like there's any way of getting up from there, so I have to take the left path. Awesome, cool. Yep, this. Please. Snake, please. Snake, snake. Thank you. The fact that I have to keep constantly standing up, or have to constantly stand up just to be able to get upstairs, or like a little lip of an edge. And I can't wait for this to not even be a path I can take still. Yep, no, this is still a dead end! Awesome! Are you kidding me? That looks like I could take that. Okay, can I get up there? Because I really don't want it to go all the way... I could just die. No, I'll keep going. I'll keep trying. Although this guy walking over here is not exactly ideal for me. I really hope there's something I can climb, otherwise I'm gonna have to let them kill me to restart.
The map has been updated.
There's no way he can't see me. Whatever, I'll take it. Hello, stomach.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Oh, that'll actually be probably a little bit helpful.
Enemy presence
There's nothing here. Oh my word. I hate myself so much right now. Guess who has to go through the whole thing again because he's an absolute moron? This guy. I guess I didn't really need to do this. Whatever. If I can actually climb up this. Oh my word, I hate myself so much right now. So glad that I'm an idiot. It's probably very entertaining for everyone. Is there anything down here? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh my word, I'm a double idiot. Way to go. You just got a double whopping of idiot starring me. I'm just bad. I'm just bad at video games. Oh, whoops. Almost forgot. Oh, great, this kid again.
You too have known loss, and that loss torments you still. You hope hatred might someday replace the pain, but it never goes away. It makes a man hideous, inside and out. Wouldn't you agree? We both are demons. Our humanity won't return. You, me, we've no place to run, nowhere to hide. And that is why I'll show you my demon. Follow me, big boss!
I can't.
He doesn't want a war on his hands.
I can only just like occasionally move.
Whatever the Navajo told you, it's just one possible solution derived by Cypher. My will is different.
Also, this guy looks like he's trying to cosplay the Lone Ranger with that mask on and obviously the hat.
I've known you since your time at Langley. I've long been the other side of your coin. 1964, Soviet territory. Fox's first mission. Any mess you made, I was there to clean up. You completed your task, and admirably. The information you returned was far more than enough to fill our pockets. With it, our futures became, more or less, set in stone.
I don't know if I'm even really actually controlling this outside of just moving the stick forward.
And then the Major came to me with an idea. Washington doesn't know how to spend money, he said. I'd like to redirect it. His goal was an organization dedicated solely, covertly, to supporting America. Cypher. You know the rest. To him, it was mourning the loss of his friend. Or rather, an act of revenge on the world, but America most of all. America is a country of liberty, a meeting of enemies. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside.
I can barely hear you, dude.
Their roots are very diverse. America's never been made up of just one group. But he tried to forge a single consciousness for it and from it. The idea that every citizen would use free will to unite behind their country. Unilateralism like that can't be entrusted to any one individual. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
Going for a car ride, I guess? Let me play the screenshot right here.
To unite America and the entire world. The Major thought this was his friend's will. But I think he never understood what she wanted. Before he ever walked or cried, even before he was born, his mother tongue was English. He doesn't know the pain of losing his own language. Not yet. He cannot understand her will. I do. I was born in a small village. I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. Words are peculiar. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. War changed me, and not only my visage. Words can kill. I was invaded by words, burrowing and breeding inside me. A philosopher once said, "It is no nation we inhabit, but a language." Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. My fatherland. My truth was stolen from me. And so was my past. All that's left is the future. And mine is revenge. On those who leech off the words of their fellow man. This is what I learned from the Major. And then it hit me. It was he who should feel my wrath. He and the code he chose as basis for control. Language codes, information codes, beamed all around us, genetic codes spanning history. By controlling the codes, Cypher Zero intends to unify the world. Codes implanted into our heads, sucking our minds dry as it spreads from one host to the next. A parasite upon this earth, that is what Zero is. As one born into this world he's afflicted, I hold him responsible for killing my freedom. Killing all traces of my past. Killing any promise of a future. We are all but dead men forced to walk upon this earth. A world reduced to zero. Cypher plans to use its codes to control the world. They think they can. And the mother tongue of all those codes is English. The word became flesh. The final parasite. It knows English. An English strain of the vocal parasite. I will exterminate the English language. With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. All men will breathe free again, reclaim their past, present, and future. This is no ethnic cleanser. It is a liberator. To free the world from Zero. Let the world be. Sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder. And then it shall be free. People will suffer, of course. A phantom pain.
He said it.
The world will need a new common tongue. A language of nukes. My metal ears shall be the thread by which all countries are bound together. In equality. No words will be needed. Every man will be forced to recognize his neighbor. People will swallow their pain. They will link lost hands. The world will become one. This war is peace.
That seems, quite a bit of a stretch. I guess it's just now time to appreciate music. I don't know, that just, that seems a bit odd of a plan. And I'm not just saying that because my only language is English. I don't understand. Like, we're just chilling here, just listening to this right now, as if we're best buddies. Oh wait, can I scan him? Oh no, I can't. I'm not gonna lie, I was very curious to see what his stats would be. Do you think he feels insulted me just scanning his troops? Oh hey, it is this song. I don't know what to talk about right now. Very hungry. I guess this is this game's ladder sequence.
and the world witnesses Sahelanthropus. The hands of the Doomsday Clock will roll on, regardless of Zero. Sahelanthropus will take the first giant step into a brave new world. It is the bell with which a world trodden upon by words declares its independence.
Presumably a cutscene's gonna be here, so that's why I'm doing this. Yep.
We are here. Remember the Alamo.
This is Queequeg on station to provide cover. Get us a line of fire. Roger that.
We're not the only demons in this world. Like you, vengeance is all he has. It's man's thirst for revenge that drives the times. Just as you live because of me, he lives because of you. Show him!
Just pushed me. Should have brought the water pistol.
Who is doing this? Such a lust for revenge? Who?
Ugh. Of course. Just getting to be continues back to back to back. Am I gonna be in the helicopter right now? Or is it literally gonna throw me into the next mission? I'm very curious. I got a D. I guess I'm still getting codename Fox for some reason. That took me 52 minutes? Holy cow. At least my accuracy was on point somehow. I'm really hoping I'm on the helicopter. Because I am getting so freaking hungry. I want to make food. I don't think I'm on the helicopter. Oh no, I am. Okay.
Mission list updated.
Let's check out the photos. Anything new here? Oh yeah, we got the code talker. Alrighty, I'm gonna look at the stuff real. Ooh, wrong thing. Rewards. That's what I want. Orbeez. Let's check out staff management real quick. These guys are still dying? Why are they dying? Oh, they have PTSD? Jeez.
Please select a mission.
Well, that seems like that's going to be a long one. I'm gonna set these real quick.
Please select a mission.
Yeah.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
There is no way. Okay, well I can't even do that anyway, so.
Unit dispatched.
Alright, that's all I can do. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed my absolute stupidity of this day, because holy cow, there was a lot of it. That is for 100% certain. But yeah, that'll just about do it. I'll be back on Monday, hopefully, for some more Metal Gear. Take care. Have a good weekend. Later. Don't want to forget this.